Okay, hello everybody. Just want to make sure that the stream is indeed running. And yeah, I'm guessing you are able to see what's going on my screen. Um, uh, okay, let's check. Everybody, yes. Just want to make sure that the stream is indeed running. And yeah, I'm guessing you are able to see what's... Okay. So yes, the stream is indeed running. Okay, fantastic. This is my first playthrough of Viewfinder. This game was free on Epic. Okay, backstory, I had it on my Steam wishlist. At some point, I think I never removed it, but then I saw it was free on Epic a few months back. It was one of those Thursday games, you know, that they're like, yeah, this is free for the next week. I was like, great, I have it on my wish list. Just get it for free while I can. So now I have it. You'll take note that I've already muted the narration, because I know there's a famous clip out there of somebody playing Viewfinder. And you know, there's like this comment that like the narrator's like, whoa, did you just warp reality? I'm pretty sure she's not Australian like I made her out to be, but although she might be, I honestly don't remember. But it kind of got in the way of the gameplay, and besides, you guys want to be able to hear me in the game. So yeah, we'll just read the subtitles. Guess we know the phone doesn't hurt. Yeah, that's important. Okay, we can rewind. There must be a way to get back up there. Yes, indeed. You what? That's sick. Yeah, I know, that was very interesting. Okay, that didn't break. Pick up photo. What's an old photograph doing here? Hold to aim, then press to release. Okay, I want to see what's happening over here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. It's an interesting landscape going on here, of course. Make sure I'm not missing anything. It's not? Yeah, yes indeed. It feels real, and that's enough for me. Is it fake? What's the lore? Hard to believe that we've all finally managed to come together. There's a simple team of brilliant minds here to bring life to my vision. Okay, so I'm guessing Mirren is the one who invented this technology that allows us to rewind or whatever. Deal with our first list of tasks and then we'll return to the party. Okay, to talk about some of the music I'm currently working on, yes, I haven't released the album because I'm still working on making the album cover. The album has been done for months. I made a program for creating the album cover where it allows you to split an image up into a grid, and then you can hue shift or invert or, you know, put a filter on individual tiles or even like pixels of an image, so you can have some like interesting abstract effects or like some kind of glitch effects going on. Yeah, I'm currently working on another track, and honestly would probably fit on the album. I've been listening to a bunch of dubs again lately, so if you haven't heard of them, check them out. Of course, they're fantastic. Yeah, so I'm making kind of like a rock track. It's obviously not necessarily in the Britpop style because I happen to not be British, nor do I make Britpop. It's going to be kind of in the style of some of the songs on the album, the ones that I actually sing in. It's sounding pretty well, but of course I have to include some progressive elements and some jazzy elements because, you know, for me, the progressive elements of my music are kind of like modal jazz, you know, things like that, where you do things that are... honestly, it's kind of hard to explain, to be honest. I've also gotten into listening to some, like, actual, like, jazz. Well, I mean, like, actual jazz is kind of a broad statement, because I'm not supposed to generalize. But I've been listening to some Bill Evans. Yeah. He's an excellent pianist, of course. Okay, so let's actually get on with the game. I'm going to... Let's place that down. Wow, look at that. Hang on, you should shift reality. That's bizarre. Did you see how the skybox changes there? I mean, if I walk in, do you think it... That was interesting. Smooth transition. Okay, so I'm guessing we need 3 batteries to power the teleport, and then we can go on to the next thing. Okay, got some dirty rags, some canvases, I'm guessing those are. I can't take anything from here. There's the battery. We're gonna place it down. You know, the way that these batteries are connected, because like I'm an electrical engineer, right? So, it's funny that it just matters that the battery touches it, and the terminals at the top play completely and have completely no effect on whether the battery works or not. It just works. You don't have to connect them to anything. Dude, like if only it was like that in real life. Actually, if it was, every computer that exists right now would just break. And well, actually, everything would just break if the battery just activated from contact. What kind of activities can you not stand, Hiraya? Okay, we can proceed. Hey, do you see that? Wait, is that normal? Wow, that was cool. Okay. There's our 3rd battery. It's kind of like the same room. Oh, it's the same room, except it's grayscale, and that was one of those Turkish things. Yeah, like, can I sit in this? You can just chill out. I don't know if that feature will be useful later. Yeah, that's interesting how it cropped the stool there. Alright, there you go. It's like one of those walking simulator games. I'm guessing this genre. I mean, I'm guessing it's part of the walking simulator genre. Okay, picking up the photo. Hold on. Yeah, picking up the photo. We got that looks to be an upside down room with a teleporter. The room that we teleported to doesn't have a teleporter. Which is interesting, because like I'm guessing the teleporters don't need a receiver then. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's clipping to the building over there. It's not perfect. Oh, it just cuts off that part. Yeah, like it's so unusual that it does that. I mean, I don't know if it's maximally optimized, like Portal is, of course. Fantastic game series. Would be nice if there's a 3rd one. Don't think there's any plans for that. Yeah, so we got another photo here. What if we don't rotate it? I wanted to see what happens. That's interesting. Obviously, the physics work. This one only takes 1. So, that's nice. Alright, we got some chill music going on. Typical soundtrack for a walking simulator. Not that I've played any walking simulators. What are we trying to do? Oh, we can revisit levels. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the lobby. I'm guessing this is the lobby kind of area. Looks like I'm having some coffee, I guess. Looks to be delicious. Yeah, honestly, I'd like to be here as well. Seems very nice. I'm gonna continue exploring. It's a nice picture. There's something blue over there. It's just a window that's blue. We don't have access to that yet. Can we sit on the hammock? Dried mangoes. Sounds pretty good. There's no fall damage. It appears to be. So. Very nice music. Very nice to hear. Very chill music. Just want to see what kind of stuff we have around here. Okay, we're not using this. Do you think that's the time it is right now? I know that it's not, because it's actually nowhere near that time. But, yeah. So, let's take a look at this next level. This is the next stage, indeed. Remember to water your plants. Do we have to do that to proceed? Okay. I can't actually feel my legs or feet right now because the because I'm sitting cross-legged and the cat is lying down on top of that. So it's kind of heavy. The cat, he's not heavy. I'm saying it's kind of, the situation is heavy. Cause I'm not in a comfortable position, but it's the most comfortable position for him, so I have to make compromises. I don't know, do we want this to be like, I'm guessing we want this to be like that. Oh, there you go. Dude, that's it. Oh, that's pretty cool, isn't it? It's just like a fragment. That's very interesting. I like that. There's our next photo. And what do we need? I'm guessing we need... Well, since we can't walk through here, I'm guessing we need to just be able to walk through here. So... yeah. I mean, yeah, of course, because I cut out that part. Okay. Yeah, let's continue. Like, those mechanics that, like, you can just, like, walk through... I mean, like, this one is a little more intuitive, but, like, how they do it in Portal is crazy. Like, because I'm saying, like, yeah, obviously you can... Because the way it does it in this game, it just... places down a whole environment with... from the camera perspective you currently have, so it's probably not as complex. Though what do I know? I'm not a developer. But it's like, I don't know, it's so crazy. How they do it in Portal, where you can actually like walk through stuff and like end up somewhere else, and it's like relative teleportation that's like seamless. Like it's hard to make seamless playback in music, but to make like seamless travel in a video game. Oh, look at that, it's the cat. Has he been watching me the whole time? Is he one of the characters? I just don't know. That's been speaking to me, like a heron or the other guys. Oh. I just want to get up there. Must be a photo somewhere. I know to listen to it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be paying too much attention to the Easter eggs. I would love to get all the stuff that I need. What do I need? What do we want to achieve with this? It's very strange. I forgot that R was the way you rewind. Okay. I forgot. I was like, how am I gonna go back if I screw this up? No. Can we ever go back? But it's like, you can't get it straight, I'm not doing very well. How does one do this? Obviously not being very intelligent about this right now. No, that's obviously not the way. Not sure why I'm blanking on this. Really can't say. Well, like, I'm sure I have the right idea about how to get the, oh, hold on. No, I'm sorry, hold on. That would probably make a lot more sense, don't you think? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. This one needs no batteries. Okay, we're at the teleportation device. So I'm guessing these are blocked. So we need to find a photo that is a gateway to there. Treasure in the making. I'm sure it is. Okay. So now what we need is to find a photograph. Are these functional? Wow, that's pretty awesome. So we can do it with any photograph. Oh my god, hold on, we don't want that, I'm sorry. Because I just destroyed the battery, so we probably don't want to destroy the battery. That would be a big mistake. We want to enter in such a way that does not destroy the battery. How do I... Okay, there you go. See, there you go, that's what we want. I want to be able to read this. If I had a quarter of your talent with a brush or half mirroring skill with a lens, I would immortalize your napping habits, friend. I don't think I've ever seen someone strike such inventive tableaus while in repose. Unfortunately for your latest ducky masterpiece, your naps happen to be prime mischief-making hours. Come to my domain at 2:30 tomorrow for an hour's worth of hard labor mixing soil. If you ever wish to see Poe Quackles de Guzman again. With great respect, Uriah. Oh, okay. That's if you can't read. Of course. Hold on, I want to see... Okay, there you go. I want to see if there's a duck in there that I missed by chance. No, there is not. Okay. Here I am. I wonder if I take out like half the battery, are we screwed? Does that stop working? Did it give us half of one thing? Okay, we don't want to break the battery. Okay. Well, that is bad. Okay. What is next? We obviously need a photograph again. Do you think we're to break into this, this thing? I'm guessing yes. Except I know not about, okay, let's try this. I'm guessing it's not the right side. So... there you go. That's actually awesome. This is very entertaining. It is live. The teleportation device is working. Teleporter. I like saying teleportal. Actually, the word teleportal was featured in one of my album Live for Today Gone Tomorrow, on the second to last track. I believe it's the second to last. It's like teleportal acid or something. You would hear the voice saying, which means nothing. It has no meaning. There's no subliminal messaging in that. Find a better gradient. Sure. Interesting lamp. I've been working on a series of paintings. Dude, like, what's the point of the internet transcription? I've been working on a series of paintings, one to represent each of us. It's a great way to document history. Hirai has been rather shy about it, and Miran has avoided the conversation altogether. I have to look to Qilong for support. He promised to help, but only if I beat him in Mahjong, which is entirely unfair. Hopefully with the help of a cute kitty, I may be able to cheat. I'm guessing it's not the one that's currently sitting on my lap, and it's that one, that's like, has like the holes in it. Sometimes being a little devious is okay, especially if it's for the greater good, like art. Very, very true. Yeah, so there's a duck. We're gonna grab him. It's Ducky too. Okay, what's this photo got? So what are we trying to accomplish, though? We're trying to get the photo out of that painting. I'm guessing we want a bridge towards that place. I mean, we can't place the photo there because then that spot gets destroyed. Oh! I know what to do. I know what to do. Yes. Okay, we're trying to get to that cat. So ideally, we don't want to... okay. It's difficult to what? Hold on, how do we want to bridge there? Is it more efficient to bridge like this, or is it more efficient to bridge like this? I'm guessing it's like this. I kind of don't want to destroy the cat either, that would obviously be bad, so... man, look at his face, look at that dude, look at this dude. Look at the top of his head. Whoa, did you see that? 0x2f40. Can you tell me what that is in binary? Okay, wasn't that awesome? That was awesome. That was really cool. I quite like that. Now this is like Superliminality. I never played Superliminality, but I watched Captain Sparkles play it like last year. You know, I gotta watch some Captain Sparkles. I haven't watched him in a while. He was like my most watched Minecraft YouTuber in the modern era. Before that, it was a lot of people who are all still great, like the NTDM, fantastic. But he has kids now, so he doesn't make videos that often. But his video quality is still very good, and he's a very enjoyable YouTuber to watch, even at my ripe old age of 20. Okay, sanitize hands here. What do we got? Got a camera. I'm guessing we might want that at some point. Speaking of Trailblazers, I know I've played Honkai Star Rail on this channel before. And the thing is, I haven't played those games in more than a year. When I say those games, I mean Hoyoverse games. The reason being, so the thing is, in January of last year, I started playing one of my first games that's like a single player game where, you know, they make the game, and once they release the game, that's the whole game. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a constant flow of content, and, you know, where they just have like, it's like, you know, this and that. And I've played my first game of that being Yakuza 0, and I was like, this is the best game I've ever played. You know, obviously before that I wasn't like a very serious gamer. Not like, cause like what constitutes like, okay, what do I mean by serious gamer in this regard? I don't mean somebody who plays a lot of games, or puts a ton of time into video games. I was never really one of those people, but I'm saying like, I didn't play like those like, games that are well known to be good, like iconic games. I mean I'm not talking about like ball and gun games, because I was never like as much of a ball and gun gamer. I mean, I did play some games that had balls, and I did play some games that had guns. I was never super dedicated to that kind of stuff. But then I played Yakuza 0, which is neither. It's like a story game, as you know, with some nice combat. And I was like, wow, this game is fantastic. If you haven't played it, you should definitely play it. I'm actually on Kiwami right now. I know, you might think, wow, so you played in January Yakuza 0 last year and you're still in the Kiwami? Yeah, because I'm trying to cherish the games, and obviously they cost money as well. I have Kiwami 2 already. And yeah, Kiwami 3 is coming out. I don't know if I'm going to choose to play that, or I'm going to choose to play the regular Yakuza 3 instead. I might opt to do that, because RGG might not have the greatest direction at the moment. You know, Sega might not have the greatest direction for those games at the moment. But I'm saying, once I played Yakuza for the first time, I think since then I haven't actually played any of the Hoyoverse games, because I've been enjoying more so just like the single player aspect, or like story games, and, you know, those kinds of games. You know what? I'm gonna look through my Steam list and tell you what other stuff I've played since then. So okay, there was a deal. There was a deal last year, a couple months back. It wasn't that long ago, maybe during the summer. Where you could where for $20 they would give you every Devil May Cry game on Steam, including even DMC Devil May Cry, which is like the one that's like a spin-off game kind of, where they go into a different artistic direction. And I was like, that's fantastic, because, you know, I was seeing on Instagram all these Devil May Cry edits where it's like, bless me with the leaf off of the tree, on it I see the freedom reign. You know, Devils Never Cry from Devil May Cry 3. And I was like, wow, this is funny. I want to play Devil May Cry. And obviously I've only played Devil May Cry 1 at this point. But it was just so cool. And I know a lot of people say bad things about Devil May Cry 2. And they say, oh, like it is as bad as we say, like it's actually that bad. I haven't actually played it. I have 2 Devil May Cry 2 posters in my dorm at college, because they accidentally sent me 2, and they look fantastic, because obviously Dante on that cover looks absolutely phenomenal. He's locked in. It's actually the best. Devil May Cry 2 is probably like the best. It's like the coolest looking Dante, but I know like there should be a lot of issues. But the atmosphere in Devil May Cry 1 was magnificent. The music was fantastic. The level design was beautiful. It was just such a well executed game, and it was just an unbeatable aesthetic. Like the Devil May Cry interpretation of hell is just is perfect. I mean, obviously, it takes some inspiration. I mean, I haven't read Dante's Inferno, but considering Dante, son of Sparta, is named after Dante Alighieri, obviously there's going to be some stuff in common with that. Yeah, it's a very visceral interpretation of hell. It's very interesting. So that game was a lot of fun. Obviously, I played Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami. I'm almost done that. My friend bought me this game Tunic, which is a game where you run around and do stuff. It's a Souls-like, I think. I don't know all the genre names, but you're familiar with the game. I mean, this is one of the games that I got because the soundtrack is phenomenal. It's a 3-hour soundtrack with I don't know. It's just a wonderful soundtrack. And if you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it. That's a Khajo recommendation. Other games that I've played are Portal, which obviously I've mentioned while playing this game because it has some of the similarities. That's also kind of like a walking simulator. Maybe it is a walking simulator, but I mean, it has some combat aspects to it, so I can't say it's exactly that. But I'm playing Portal 2. I downloaded the Portal mod, or Portal Revolution. It's a highly acclaimed mod, and I would be interested in continuing to play Portal because it's very, very fun. I've played Sven co-op with my friends, which is we beat Half-Life 1 in co-op together, which was a lot of fun. Here's some other games I played. I played Fez, but I got that a while ago, actually, because the soundtrack was written by Disasterpiece, who, as you may know, is a composer that I truly love. He is fantastic. It is a fantastic soundtrack, and the game is very entertaining. I didn't get very far through it because, well, I got to the. Well, I mean, I got like halfway. Well, I got more than halfway through it, but like I got to the part where it's like sewer hell, and it's like red, and that part is unbelievably hard. I'm like, I can't believe it. This was a game released in 2011, and they had kids playing this. How were they getting through that? Okay, no idea. Since then, I've also. And in the same vein, I got Hyper Light Drifter, also soundtrack by Disasterpiece, and this game is unbelievably hard. I don't even know how to get through it. I don't even know how to get through like one of the. Well, like I mean, I got like through like a decent amount of stuff, but like not like super far into the game. So, but the soundtrack is again phenomenal. It's a very beautiful designed game. Indie games are good. I would say, you know, this game and Tunic are both very difficult. In a similar regard, and it's like, and obviously the soundtracks are fantastic, and it's like these are both indie games that are very hard. So, yeah. What else have I played in the? So yeah, me and my friend this week have been playing End Zombies Resurrection, which is basically a Call of Duty Zombies mod for Gary's mod. Because COD games on to buy them right now, even like the old ones, are super expensive because Activision is outside of their mind. But it runs pretty well in Gmod. It's very entertaining. Me and my friend played a 2-hour match yesterday on Nuketown. Then we succumbed to the horde of the zombies, unfortunately, but we did pretty well. We killed over 3,000. Yeah. Additionally, and a particular standout for me, game I will not forget and I will definitely replay at some point, was Mirror's Edge. This is a game that I played again because I love the composer who wrote the soundtrack, Solar Fields. His music is phenomenal and the soundtrack for the game is phenomenal, but the game Mirror's Edge itself, it's basically, you play as Faith Connors, who's this girl, and she's in the city, and she basically does parkour, and she's called a runner, and she tries to accomplish things, and she has to save her sister, and the aesthetic of the game is unmatched. The music is wonderful, and it's a very impactful game. It wasn't very long. It's a lot of fun. I also have Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I mean, I had these games on my wish list for a while. They finally went on discount, so I got both of them. So Mirror's Edge Catalyst obviously is not as highly reviewed as the first Mirror's Edge, but it seems to be a very good looking game. because they say that it messed up some of the lore that happens in Mirror's Edge, but I will absolutely be playing it because the soundtrack was also written by Solar Fields. The problem is, those are the only 2 soundtracks written by Solar Fields, even though he should have written so many, and because the majority of his work is just solo work, which is just amazing. Like, those albums are just absolutely phenomenal. They're life-changing. But yeah. So I also played Metal Gear Solid 1, and I'm now playing Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. Yeah, so I played a lot of games that are like well known to be good, and obviously I haven't had time for some of those Hoyoverse games. And besides, there's never going to be enough time to actually play those games because they take a lot of dedication, and also they're always adding new stuff, and they take up a ton of space on my computer. So I actually had to delete both of them. In part, I actually deleted Honkai Star. I deleted Genshin Impact off my computer for months ago, but I deleted it. But I deleted Honkai Star Rail just today because I needed to free up some space downloading. Because I downloaded a ton of NZombies mods for Gmod, which take up like 40 gigabytes. And I'm running on a 512 gigabyte SSD. I used to have more, but I put an SSD into my server computer because I wanted to be able to run our modded server on an SSD so that the swap is faster. Yes, so now we're playing a Viewfinder. I know I just talked for a while, but we're going to use this hand sanitizer. I'm not a fan of hand sanitizer. I wash my hands with soap a lot, because I feel like people often use hand sanitizer as a replacement for washing your hands. Really shouldn't be. Okay. I don't feel like that's doing a lot. This kind of reminds me of Mirror's Edge, except Mirror's Edge isn't red. The only red stuff in Mirror's Edge is the stuff that's the stuff that you have is the stuff that's like the objective. Oh, I kind of wish I played Mirror's Edge on stream. I kind of wish I documented my playthrough of that. There's some errors detected. System online 3 out of 5. Push button. Okay. Well, we fixed it. What's next? Okay, my ankle is in severe pain right now because of this cat, and I also could go to the, could use a trip to the bathroom. He's also dug his claws into my knee, which doesn't feel great. I moved my leg down because I really can't take any more of that. He's still here though. So I've turned this on, but what am I supposed to do with this information? Exit, okay. Is there anything in here am I supposed to look through? Oh. Okay. This is cool. This is cool. Because, like, obviously the narration for this would, like, even if it was adequate, what's it called? It would never match Gladys in Portal, because Gladys is amazing and a very charismatic narrator. She is, so, yeah. Also, some of the problems that I had with with those games is they had a lot of great elements. There was a lot of great story elements. Obviously, they started out very well. Stories were very strong, like Honkai Star Rail, like in particular, like their like first chapter was magnificent, and the music was great. But it's just I feel like they were just starting to release so many stuff as possible. They were starting to release as many things as possible because it was just like a giant money grab. And it's like even if the game is still quality and still playable, I mean it still loses a lot of the aspect considering like the majority, because like all the game cares about is just taking money from the players. Obviously, like I wasn't paying anything for it, and I could still have like a ton of like wishes and like characters, but I just didn't. But I know that by the owners, by the well, not necessarily by the developers, but by the owners, I would still be considered just like a just like a pawn to market to. And yes, I mean, obviously, what's it called? I mean, obviously, Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact, the last time I played it, was having some of those issues. And the issues I'm talking about are the ones that Zenless Zone Zero had, in the sense that, you know what kind of game it is. Okay? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it in this because well, and the fact that I'm not talking about it is you should know what I mean by what kind of game it is, what kind of games Endless Zone Zero is. But the thing is, Genshin started to be a little guilty of that when they released what's that spot called? The one that's like Mexico, like the one where like the pyro people are. Not Talon, yeah, that's the name. They started getting a little guilty of that with their character designs. Honkai Star Rail wasn't as bad. Obviously, there was Black Swan, and she had an interesting outfit to say the least. But I'm saying like everybody else was just beautifully designed, and it was very nice. So like I mean I can't complain like about, for the most part, about the character designs necessarily being a money grab. It was just in the sense that like people are gonna buy it because you know what sells. I think the character. I think that a lot of the character designs were good just from an artistic perspective, and they did a good job. But it's just but the thing is, nowadays my issue is like you take a one look out in the internet, you open up Instagram and like you see some of those comments and you see some of these posts, and it's just like, you know, like the internet can just be such a vile place, and I feel like Honkai Star Rail and like a lot of those games being like an anime type of game, like an anime style game was guilty of a lot of that stuff, of like a lot of that stuff. So it's like, just why, you know. And it's like, you know, because like, when I play a game, you know what I'm interested in? The game. Like, if the characters look cool, that's fantastic. Okay, I mean, if the characters have a cool moveset, if the characters have interesting character depth, and if the story is enticing, and that's always fantastic. But I'm saying when it becomes about the other stuff that that I would not be interested in a game as a Christian man, then I feel like I'm part of some kind of plan. If I were to play those games, like even if I were to not play those games for those aspects, I feel like I would be contributing to the insanity and degeneracy that goes on in the modern world. Although degeneracy has always been a thing. We can't just say, oh, you know, like we're so bad now, but everybody back then was so good, and you know that's not true. But it's like it should not be promoted. Is what I think. So yeah, because I feel like it's just, yeah, because like it just dumbs people down so much. It's like, and then it makes people incapable as well as having relationships, and it's just and like it also, the more people that you see like that, it makes you like, even if those people aren't real people, and in many cases I think that they really aren't, because I feel like it's just a scam to make humanity look bad, and humanity is not actually that bad, and I feel like in most of the time that's completely true. But I'm saying like it also just, like, even if you don't condone the behavior, like it also makes you less trusting to people, because then like you feel like you see somebody and you're like, oh, or like you suspect that they might be somebody who's like that, and maybe those people are very, very uncommon anyways, but it's like the more people you see, like even online, especially, I mean, you shouldn't believe what you see online, but that can apply to anything. The more people you see like that, the less you're going to trust other people, and that messes up your relationships too. Like, even if you're not part of the degeneracy itself, it's just like, it's just not great, because it's like, I love, hold on, the cat left. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. What's it called? I need to, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Obviously, this is just a side comment, but I do stream very rarely, so I need to learn how to play the game while speaking instead of just standing around doing nothing. I mean, this, especially considering this is a pretty laid-back game where I can just talk about stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do that from now on. But basically, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm a college student, I'm an electrical engineer, and I know, like, whatever you say about, like, engineers are like, oh, this, and it's like, it's like a ton of work, and you want to, like, kill yourself, no, I'm sorry, you want to demonetize yourself, or, like, the school is demonetizing you. The school aspect is not what demonetizes you. The corporate aspect is what demonetizes you. I'm saying, like, the career fairs, cold connections, LinkedIn, whatever. That stuff is BS. There was a time where people didn't need internships to get a job, and the situation is just getting worse and worse, just endlessly worse. So that stuff is annoying because that stuff doesn't yield any real results. Unlike when you go to class and you do homework and then you learn stuff and you get good grades. That's very intuitive. But it's like with that stuff, it's all just a crapshoot, essentially. So, hold F to align. What are we aligning it with? I really can't say. Yeah. So, it's very interesting. I can't say I'm a fan of that. No, I mean, like, I'm a fan of this. I'm saying I can't say I'm a fan of that corporate swill that we have to go through as college students, because what should we have to do? Like, we should just be, like if we go to study philosophy, we should be philosophers. If we go to study engineering, we should be engineers. Obviously, I want to be more than just an engineer. I'm an art person in like every regard. I mean, I don't like paint or draw and stuff. I would like to. Except that takes more time, but and I don't shoot movies, although I would love to, but that takes more money, but photography is also expensive, but good photography is free, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so we're just experimenting with some of these. That is amazing. This is beautiful. It's very impressionistic. Yeah, this is awesome. This is a very nice graphic. Can I pick this up? So they're trying to lose their mind is what they're doing. Yeah, that looks really good. I really like this. I wonder if there's like some kind of program that automatically converts an environment to this, because that's probably how it works. Yeah. I don't want to destroy the tree though. Okay. Oh no, in the background is all the way over there. This is so interesting. I really like this. Have any of you played Scribblenauts Unlimited or like any of the Scribblenauts games? Yeah, I don't know. Like those games are a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm saying like as a college student, like what I mean, like I like having a free schedule. I mean, I'm not like the most like super outgoing social person. I have a lot of people that I talk to, girls, guys. But it's like I do like doing things on my own time. It's also the reason why I started in November. I decided to have a movie night in my dorm, and since then I've watched 35 movies. And you gotta keep in mind there was a month break. There was a month break for Christmas. Well, almost a month for that time. So obviously I watched a lot of movies. Just last week I watched 4.5 movies, which is a serious amount. It's not quite as much as Lenny watches in a week from the Bleeder, but he works at a movie store. He's not an electrical engineer. He doesn't have advanced calculus. Also known as real analysis. Where are we going with this? Like is this actually gonna have like? What the heck? Okay, that's actually utterly estranged. This is... Dude, how is this even a game, bro? This is actually weird. Is there a way to enter? I guess I should have tried opening the door first. But I like having a look around. Ooh, dungeon. I'm not sure where this game is going with this. I'm not. Look at that. Oh, dude, it's like a dungeon crawler. What is this? That's interesting. Is there anything down there? Yuck, maybe. Kind of hard to tell in this resolution. Yeah, Limitless. That's like that one Bradley Cooper movie. Where like those low cortisol edits come from, you know. Oh, okay. This picture is not in old res. Speaking of which, my friend's getting me a CRT TV. I wanted to watch some movies on it. It's gonna be a little challenging to connect to that computer. I know there are some ways of doing that are not super bad, but it's like I might honestly just connect it to like a DVD player or something like that to watch movies on it instead of just burn DVDs because I have a ton of DVDs, or maybe something else. And I have a DVD player, obviously, of course I do. It says unlocked. It doesn't tell me what it is. That's dreadfully interesting, of course. Except the cat wasn't there the last time when I walked through the portal. I'm thinking about that right now. Yeah, I like this music. Okay, this one appears to not... Wait, is this one broken or no? It's not, okay. This one only needs 2 batteries, okay. Here's a battery in the photo. I can replace this wall. I like how it cuts through the solid, so it's like a smooth transition. And you can, you know, and like it doesn't game code when you do that as well. Okay, what is this, a copy machine? Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is. Do we want that? Oh my god. Okay. Because we need 2 of them, I forgot. Oh, interesting. Okay, so... Okay. Look at that, there are 2 batteries. Wait, you know what I want to do? Can I make multiple photocopies? What? Okay, it appears to be missing. I'm not sure where it went. Okay. Does it become even grainier? Or no? Alright, check it out. What if we get 3 batteries? Well, the grain is just like a passing texture, so that's interesting. What is this one? What do they have to say? Now the question is, which of these batteries do we want? We can have as many of them as we want. We have a photocopier, isn't that great? Actually, I'd be interested in playing the game Wander Stop by C418 and if we're interactive. Yeah, that would be interesting. So the soundtrack is by C418, and he's also one of the directors of that game. You understand? I'm adding 3 batteries just for fun. Are there any ducks here by chance? Ducks. I don't know. I wasn't looking out for them too much. Oh. Let's try breaking some of these down. Look at that. That's actually really cool. I'm a big fan. Hold on. How do I mean, yeah, I could have made it not clash, but otherwise, Interesting, huh? Very interesting. Okay. What do we got? Okay. We got the photo. Is there a magnetophone? Why don't I write this one down? Okay, we can photocopy this. I don't know what the benefit of that would be, dude. Okay, so we obviously want something that gives us a bridge. It lets us know how many photocopies we can make. I should make all the ones that I can. See, I've got like a whole poker hand. Actually, more. 6 card draw, in fact. We probably want to rotate it so we can actually just like, you know, do this. Cool, right? Okay. Those are those flowers that we were looking at earlier. There's that lamp. Don't know if those are the same boxes as before. Water doesn't need to have a smell. I couldn't stop thinking about this while watching Hiraya tend to her plants today. There's an addictive quality to this place that makes up for the inaccuracies that surround us when we come here. Out of thin air, we create beauty that tickles some, but not all of our senses. Strictly speaking, the code we create is a technical marvel, and designing new structures thrills me like nothing else. But the novelty of it all makes it too easy to forget what a real flower smells like. I don't want to forget. I hope I gave you some retro gaming now style narration there, if you know who that is. He's an interesting fellow. He's a computer, or is he an electrical engineer? I don't remember. Who makes Minecraft videos? Who makes Minecraft lore videos? You know, there's a computer engineer is Farrell McGuire. Also a great YouTuber, if you don't know him. If you haven't heard of those guys, check them out. Retro Gaming Now and Farrell McGuire. Kind of a similar niche, but not really, because Farrell McGuire mostly deals with the real world stuff. But how can I interact with this boy or girl? I don't know. Okay, but where are we trying to go with this? What's the is there some place that we have to go? I'm sorry. There's a photo of somebody. I'm guessing that's Jiraiya. I don't really know. Or Jiraiya, because Jiraiya. I forget who's Jiraiya. Jiraiya is a character from Naruto. Okay. I knew I've heard the name before. I actually wasn't sure. I actually don't have much of an idea where I'm to go, though. Do you guys know? Is that the teleporter? Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, it's not what I wanted to do. Destroying everything was not in my agenda. I mean, I guess we could just do this. Okay. No, okay. Oh, you only take, okay. Hold on, I wanted to, I guess I have to redo this. I don't know. Okay, give me that. I know I can probably switch back to that in the menu. I just wanted to see if there was any ducks there that I missed. So you guys get to see me do this photocopying nonsense again. I only need like three photos. Yeah, there's one. There you go. That was Ducky 3. I missed. Wow, why is that so far away? Guess we just gotta not screw this one up. Yeah, we did. Great. We got the duck. That's what I wanted to do. What is that? Hello? Is that coming for us? Or is that going somewhere else? I don't know. Cat in here is waiting for us. Hold on, I want to hear what this guy sounds like.
Since someone's wandered around this place, and it's good to have you. There's plenty of things to do here. Have you finished exploring? The train will take us to Haraya's station, a place where science and art meet nature.
Oh, there's a lot of locations, okay. Yo, what's up? Okay, let's go.
Aran was a brilliant designer. All the lovely artistic elements you see are all thanks to his handiwork. Though his colleagues were just as amazing in their own right. Their work was always set to change the world. Or so they said. Often. Oh, I'm Kate, by the way. An artificial record keeper, developed by Mirren to maintain this place. I'll be here to assist you in any way that I can. And I look forward to seeing what wonders you discover.
If it was a French pronunciation, it would be K. I can't say that's correct, but it might be. I'm actually
glad to find out that's how they got around.
Well, I finished Japanese. I finished the Duolingo course. I know pretty well, so.
Whoa, is that a tree?
They're lovely guitars. You got some 5150s over here.
Sick. Wonder if the fountain knew how to rock.
Probably did.
Yeah, where's my applause?
Can't say you'll be receiving any. Yeah, I got my guitars right over here. Pink fish, the floor. Yeah, indeed. You know, speaking of which, the wall. Pink Floyd is great. The wall bothers me. Constantly Numb and like Hey You, as long as like, what's it called? Is There Anybody Out There? And like a handful of songs are fantastic. But I just don't like Roger Waters' artistic command of the band during the wall, because he made it all about like his own things, and it's kind of like a rock opera, which I really don't get, which I really don't care for. Comfortably Numb's always, of course, amazing. So I'm saying the guitarist, whether that be Dave Gilmour or Joe DeBlasio on Is There Anybody Out There, made the album amazing, as well as obviously some of the instrumentalists. But I mean, like, let's talk about a song like obviously one of their most well-known songs, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. Mind-numbingly boring song. It's just not progressive. It's boring. Like, even though they were innovators for a while, it makes no sense that that should have been the case in the wall. And it was also a double LP, so it's really kind of laborious to get through. Obviously, I listen to a lot of long albums, and a double LP is only 80 minutes long, so it would fit onto a CD, or 80 some. I'm not sure if the wall would fit on a CD, but it's like I listen to so many long albums, but it's like that one would just be a race to get through. Like, for example, the Tunic soundtrack, I mean, I can listen to that easily. Like, Fox, St. Matthew Passion, that's also almost 3 hours. I can listen to that easily. Okay? But I'm saying, like, but when you have, like, that kind of poppy sound, it's like, fast. Yeah, because the majority of music I listen to has very long tracks. So, that's the case. What are we doing? So The Wall is not a very good album, in my opinion. It has some excellent moments, some excellent musical moments that are obviously unforgettable. And it's 5150. This guy likes Van Halen, obviously. Van Halen is obviously one of the greatest guitarists of all time. God rest his soul. Yeah, he's incredible. Really, really incredible. What is this? What am I looking for? Is there a photograph here or something? What is that? Can I see on this cassette tape? Okay. What is that? What am I trying to find, though? I'm not really, What is that? That's actually true. Can I not walk into this place? Oh, should I like line something up? Oh, there you go. Amazing. This reminds me of some of the Genshin sub-stories. I forget. You get side quests. That's really cool. I really like that. And obviously there's going to be something drawn on these, so you can look into that as well. Is there some more for 250s? That's the alignment's perfect when you have to walk into when you have to line them up like that to walk through them. There's the teleportation device. I'm gonna walk up here. What's up here? Cat. Oh, I can pet him. Let's do it again. Please do not the cat. I like how he doesn't have a static texture. And it's just like he more so exists inside of like a plane of textures that you see like a real cat might have been already pissed off at this point, but I like this very understated ambience soundtrack. Very nice. I'm probably gonna be rounding this stream off soon once I return to that area. The thing that people don't realize is that like ambient is actually a hard genre of music to make, because like you want it to not be boring. Oh, hold on. I got a very important thing that I have to do real quick. Check if there's any ducks. No, I'm kidding. Just to pet the cat. Okay, goodbye, cat. I'm gonna go to this next area. Hello? Must not be any service then. I hope not, that'd be strange. I'll take the bananas though. Vitals. What is this, kind of like an Empress Science experiment? Oh, look at that. It's like, God, I forget. I forget what company makes green and reds. I forget. I mean, I have a lot of records that are like that. Oh, Atco. Yeah, Atco makes them. Yeah. Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm correct. Yes, it is Atco indeed. That's good to know. Okay. Are we supposed to do? Bring these to the planning session. Okay, I'm guessing that's not for me. Got some mountains in the photo. Why the hell do we need that? I want to destroy these planes, so I'm just gonna. Do that. Okay. All it takes is one seed? Maybe, unless it doesn't succeed. The seed doesn't succeed. Then it takes more than one. What angle am I supposed to be viewing this from? Okay, there you go. Is there a way to move this? Did we muck it up with, did we place that? Yeah, let's do that, because I think we have to get rid of this wall as well. That wall is just in the way. Okay. There you go. Oh. Interesante. Okay. We're gonna take a look at, we obviously have to project some images onto that stuff, so what is this? Okay. Oh, the RGB. Tell me I can't just walk into a red world? No, 5-card draw. It talks about 6 cards, which is not a thing. Thermos. Actually, long shrub. There you go, look at that. We've got the magenta. Cat. Hello, cat. Okay, so we got the blue, red, green, and combining that, we get... There you go. That's really cool. Interesting. You know, they used to do old color photography. Take a red, negative, green one, blue one, put them all together, and you got it. This is that garden, right, that we were at? Okay, that's the next level. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay. Game is saved, so I will be ending the stream here. Thank you, nobody, for tuning in. Yeah, if you get my joke. And if you're tuning in, thank you, of course. Awesome.